Yeah, guys, I'm back on your screen again, and today I'm very, very excited. Yes, you know now. Yeah. So today, before I do, for those of you now, I know normal thing when they do now. For those of you now, when they take time to share a video, I just want to say a big thank you to you guys. You know, we don't feel appreciated enough. I wish we feel do give away now. They send on our money and we for don't scatter everywhere. But you know now, the new regime. But guys, today promises to be very exciting because today we have a very interesting topic that will lead to fight. Though they are not going to fight, we are going to fight with words. You understand how they be now? Casted. We are going to cast a particular issue today on this show. Yes. You know, we have a familiar face, and we have also okay, this one is presidential. We still have a presidential guest on our show. So before I introduce the topic, let me introduce this sweet guest. Sorry, you know I used sweet guest in the last one. They are still sweet. There's still a sweet face and also a presidential guest on this show today. Guys, by my right, I have Pastor Godstime. Is it Pastor Godstime?
Yes. Thank
I
you.
thought I made a mistake.
Not at
No,
all.
my head just.
Yeah,
So
correct.
Pastor Godstime, we have Pastor Godstime on the show today. Pastor Godstime, you're welcome.
Thank you very much.
And yes, you understand now. The pretty lady that was on the last episode is still here with us. Oh, Mrs. Sophia.
Hi guys.
Mrs. Sophia is here. Mrs. Sophia is here. Then who know introduce Benson now? You know Benson. Benson, I think you should introduce yourself.
Benson is the first son of the show.
So Benson, you go introduce yourself by yourself.
Okay, my name is Benson, as you all know.
Odogu.
As you all know.
Odogu one.
Benson
Odogu one.
cigar.
Is it Benson?
No,
Cigarettes.
Son of the blessed.
Son of the Blessed.
Yes.
Wow. So as you know now, should I introduce my own? My name is Vince, and yeah, you know, that poor boy from a poor background. Guys, welcome. So today, just like I said, we are talking about comparing housewife duty and men's job. Now we are going to be talking about the job when housewife they do. Now they compare with those work when men they do, because even the ladies and the women, they are angry that they don't get to appreciate them much, or they don't get to see the value of what they do at home. Or so the men used to humiliate them that they don't get to do anything, they are jobless. So some ladies even went further to say that their job that they do at home is even more than what the men does. I don't know how true with that. Oh. That's why today we are bringing it just today. So we are going to now just about this topic. Yes. So guys, welcome.
Thank you.
Now let's start the show proper. So comparing housewife duty and men's job, what do you guys think about that?
Which one is more taxing?
You know, like
Overwhelming.
like our previous episode when we have the lady that was like that was saying that said we should be paying housewife even for doing housewife job.
Of course.
Okay.
definitely.
Why they going to pay housewife for doing? For me, I feel there's nothing.
There's no
There's
need,
nothing
right?
there. It's
Yeah.
just a normal routine that you have to do. What's like that's a domestic activity.
Of course.
There's no stress there now. It's a normal thing. So you cannot compare it to men's job. Men that used to go outside. Do you know the insult that they take? Do you know the stress? Do you know the humiliation? Sometimes men used to go through depression just because they want to put food on the table. Now housewife is just there sitting and not doing anything, just waiting. Just what we just require as men from the ladies is just okay, take care of the home. I think that's not a big tax, and that's not something where the ladies should start arguing about. I don't think.
Okay, this is the idea. I don't want you to put it like this, that is not stressful. Okay, talking about the housewife. Don't put it that way.
But the ladies said like their job is even more stressful.
than that of
Than that
of the men. Okay, that's the basis of
The program. So
Okay.
you are comparing the two,
exactly.
the housewife duty
Yeah.
and that of the men's work
Yeah.
or the man's job.
Okay.
So
Okay, if I'm going to come in, as far as I'm concerned, I would say that what a man go through over there outside, you cannot compare it with that of the housewife, the one sitting at home. You know, home is always home. You know, and when you talk about the field, when a man step out of the house, the man has stepped into a field. You understand the idea? And you cannot expect what the man is going to see outside to be the same with what the woman is going to see at home.
You know they even say anything for.
Okay, so as far as I'm concerned, what a man goes through, okay, outside is far more tasking compared to that a woman goes through at home. As far as I'm concerned,
You know, there's a lot of frustration. Though. This one that we're having just with Sophia on this show.
no, it's the truth.
No. I'm capable. My
You're
chest is full.
capable. We have 3 men here.
My
We are going to
chest is
suppress
full.
you because
You people cannot suppress
because
me,
we are going to give you enough facts to
Of
tell you
course,
that
it's
your
also- it's all
gender,
about facts.
what your gender are saying is
Yes.
not what it's. That's
That's
what
it.
I'm saying.
That's
That's
it.
what I'm saying.
Because me now I'm genderless. I'm
No,
here
nah.
to represent every woman.
Okay.
Every woman in Nigeria and on earth sef. So don't worry. I'm here to give you.
So what do you think about?
basket.
Also, what do you think about the housewife duty and men's
The
job?
housewife duty, my brother. Me, I cannot do housewife. Let's be realistic. Eh?
Wait.
Really?
I think you're
Yes.
getting something wrong here.
Exactly.
You cannot do the housewife duty.
Duty, as in yes, like just be at home. All the
Let her give her
housewife
reason.
jobs and the
Let-
rest. I
please just let-
cannot because I even
No,
want.
listen. You are getting it twisted.
Exactly.
There, you know, we have the housewife duty. You might
Yes.
have your own job.
Yeah,
You understand
separately.
me? But we are talking about the housewife duty. What you are meant to do as a wife at home.
You are saying you cannot do
And you
that.
say you can't do it.
No,
Okay.
those are you are talking about the domestic chores and the
Yes,
That's
that's what
what
we are
I'm-
talking
that's what-
those are normal things. Definitely when you wake up in the morning you keep your house clean and it is not supposed to be gender based. As a man you're supposed to be supportive. You support your house, not okay the woman is supposed to wake up, bathe the kids, take the kids to school, do this, cook, clean the house, do the dishes, clean everywhere. No, it's not,
Miss
it's
Sophia,
not supposed to be
I
like
want to say
that.
this. I want to say this. The men thinks that you ladies, like you sitting at home, is just they are giving you leverage to just possibly as an enjoyment
To sit at home.
and take care of children. It's an
That's
enjoyment.
punishment.
They feel like they are the one.
I would
So we
say
feel like we are
punishment.
the one going out to do the main work.
That's punishment.
That's
because-
punishment.
Yes.
But there's no. I think what I don't see any punishment in sitting at home because for me it's an enjoyment.
Have you ever sat at home?
No man,
You stayed
can you
at home?
compare? Can you compare going, putting your life on a run,
Yeah.
risking your life on a daily basis, and sitting at home?
You are risking your life on a daily basis, but this person is giving her life on a daily basis. Do you know what it means for you to lay down your life?
Which life are you laying?
In what
Which
area,
life?
what
You
aspect?
just said sitting
Which
at
life?
home. You just said sitting at home,
Okay.
staying at home and
Oh my
taking care
God.
of children. For you to
Okay.
stay at home and take care of children, my brother, is not a day's
Remember
job.
these
It's
children,
a
they go to
full-time
school.
job.
They go to
Yes.
school. During the time
do
they
you have
go
a
to school.
toddler at home?
Yes.
Do you have a toddler?
Yes,
I was
I do.
opportune to have my friend. She and her baby came. The baby is just 6 months plus. She and her baby came to my house to visit me. My brother, I could not sleep. At 12 a.m., I had to put the child on my back and start rocking her to sleep.
That is your responsibility.
At 12 a.m. and
That
you're
is
snoring.
that is your
Brother, you never
responsibility.
sleep
There
for
is
night.
no two ways
You
about
never
it.
see
Exactly.
slap for
No,
night.
there's no two ways about
No.
it.
And
that
Now, when you are
differs.
listen, it just goes to the man too. When the man is telling you that no, out there is tedious, out there is overwhelming. I want to sit at home. I want to do this.
Yeah.
That is your response. He is playing his responsibility.
Stay at
So-
home, let me also.
You say?
Stay at home, let me hustle.
You can stay at home.
No, if
No,
you
you stay at home, let me hustle.
No, that one carry the belly.
Oh, so you see Anna?
Listen,
See,
that
That's
is
what
your
you want-
response. You can't.
No, you guys are getting it wrong.
Okay.
You guys are actually getting it wrong. It's not easy for these women that stay at home to take care of these children. These women, they are laying down their lives. You will not understand because you are not a woman.
But it's taking care of children really a job.
yeah,
Is there
exactly.
anything task
So we
in
must
there?
Have you
define
ever-
what the
have you ever seen a
housewife job
woman-
is. If
Have you
that's
ever
the
seen
case.
a woman housewife job?
Yes.
You saying housewife.
Yes.
You are not saying house chores. You are saying housewife, meaning she does nothing. She stays at home 24 hours of the day, taking care of the children
And the home.
The home.
Just there.
Yes.
Okay.
So that one
She
is
stays
that one
at
work?
home. Of course, that's the big work. That one is even worse than she doing the domestic chores and working elsewhere. You are telling her in the morning you wake up, you do the dishes, you clean, you do everything, you take these children to school, you do school run in the morning before you drop them and hit traffic to come back home and continue with your chores. It's already 3:30 for them to close. You are already back on the road to pick them up. You are saying laying down your life. What if on your way going accident happen and you give
the man where they go work, man they lay down life. No, you're contradicting yourself here.
No,
It's
not
contradiction. Man where they go out
not
every day.
contradiction. I'm
Now,
also letting
bear
you know that
this in
there is
mind.
also risk
Bear this in
being
mind.
a housewife.
Sophia, bear this in mind.
Yeah.
There are instances where maybe your children's school go feed your backyard,
Of course.
Okay.
It's not far
where
from
you don't need to engage yourself in any form of transportation.
Yeah.
You just walk,
Pick
to the
them up.
and pick them up and bring them home.
Junior, sit down here. Bensi, don't go there.
Now, all of us dey
come
do am
here.
together.
That's fun. That's not work.
No, I think that
As far as I'm
part.
concerned.
Abi?
Yeah, I have a
for
son.
you.
Listen to me.
Okay.
I have a son. Is 7 months old now, right now. Okay. If I'm at home, do you know I enjoy his company?
Okay.
So when my wife tells me, you don't know what it takes to take care of a child, but when I'm at home, I just tell my
When you're at
wife,
home.
I enjoy this.
because
Okay, because there's
you are
nothing
at
really
home.
there.
It's
Yes,
your
now.
you barely even
You're
stay
just
when you're
enjoying
at
yourself.
home. If you stay 24 hours with that child, you will be the one to say, go meet your mama. Leave here. Come carry your pikin. No, you will
But
instantly
that's
be talk.
normal.
It's not.
You
You,
don't
are saying
call
it's
that-
normal
well-
because the child is already choking you at that particular time. Imagine you dealing with 3 children, 3 at the same time. Bensi, come here. You live there. Mommy, this one hits me on my head. Mommy, this one that thing. She said I'm a fool. Mommy, she's doing me.
I want to raise a point.
You think it's easy?
I want to raise a point.
Okay, me, I also have a
24
point to
hours.
raise too.
Let me ask you a question. If as a man you teach, you are a teacher as a profession, okay? And a housewife who takes care of 5 children at home, if you give them time to stay, which of them do you think will get older on time?
You see, and teachers,
I need to paint that
they're
picture for
actually
you.
not celebrated as they should.
Okay.
Yes.
You've not answered my question.
To teach children.
Answer question,
like
answer question.
Sunday school children, all those teachers there, I give them hand. Even when they were telling me come and join the children department, I said no, because before you shout and shout, they are equally doing the same thing. Same thing the teacher will do is the same thing the mother will do. Once you are in the custody of a teacher, the teacher takes care of you physically. No harm should go to this child. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. And you see a child that will mistakenly injure, the mother will come to school tomorrow and come around. While you are the one taking care of those kids at home, then mistake injure. Daddy, look at my hand, I injure. Where were you when this child? Maybe you were busy on Facebook. She must have been busy doing 1 or 2 things in the house. It's not even Facebook. It's actually not Facebook. So this, we need to be short. Women should be paid. The ones, yes.
For
Pay
sitting
for
at
what?
home.
Pay for what? Pay for
For
what?
sitting at
Pay
home.
women that stay at home. Yes.
Imagine.
Pay women who stay at home. It's not easy.
So the Bible that
It's not.
says you should be submissive,
Wait,
and all these duties boils down to submission.
Of course. That's part
So
of it.
are you telling me? Are you not telling us that the Bible should have included that women should be submissive and they should always be paid in their marriages? Is that what you are telling us?
You are bringing Bible now. Show you.
No,
Pastor Benson,
no,
you are
no,
bringing
no,
Bible.
No, I'm not a pastor. We
You
have
are-
a pastor
you
in the
are-
house.
Of
You are
course.
submissive does not mean that the man should not assist you in doing everything. You see, love. We always say there's love in sharing. You share those
You
things.
did social studies
She
in
can
school.
be doing 1 or 2.
You
Of
did
course
social
I did.
studies in school. Now, when they highlighted the responsibilities of a mother and a father, did you see the differences?
Oh God.
No, let's go to the academics now. No.
Yes.
Let's go.
And reality.
No.
Not the same,
It's
oh.
what is in the reality. That's what they put in book.
You
Of
don't
course.
use almighty formula
No,
and
no,
say buy
no,
biscuits
no.
before.
No.
I don't
Yeah,
buy biscuits with almighty formula before.
Now let's
He's
face it.
painting a
Let's-
picture right now.
No.
Do you get?
Me, I don't want to see that picture.
You see?
but
That's the problem now.
but nature
It's
has
not a problem.
actually confirmed it.
Okay.
That's why men actually, because of the tediousness of men's work, that's why they die faster. than
Yes,
women.
now they will get older compared to.
See,
That's the truth.
You see, now you're very fresh.
If you
You're
are
very
bringing
fresh.
it
And
to that angle,
look the men here.
if you are bringing it to
But
that
it's
angle, You people see the kind of skincare routine we do.
Because you
cannot
have
do
time.
that.
You have time to do this
Imagine.
thing.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
why you are
Can you
flexing.
imagine?
Even 10 p.m. you will still see a woman in the mirror trying to do one or two. Let me use my cleanser.
A man
Let
does
me
not
do
have
this.
time 10
We
p.m.
notice ourselves.
That's 10 p.m. You don't have time.
You have time.
That's it.
That's what we are
have time.
saying.
There's no time for that.
You have time.
I scrub my body even when I get home at night. I scrub my body around 11 because I want to look fresh in the morning. But you people will not. You prefer your sleep to even scrubbing your skin.
You've not been
I-
so overwhelmed to the extent that when you get home you want to lie down.
Like-
Exactly. You can't do any
Because
other
of the
thing.
stress.
Because you still
The
have the
stre-
time.
The strength is still
Sometimes
there.
na dey cheat na well you just wan sleep when you reach house make we no bring the story. I know those things.
Okay, that
Just want
question
to
goes
cover
to
it
that question goes to Pastor Edosa now.
Okay.
He says when men go out,
Okay.
when they come back late and they sleep, that means they cheat. So I don't
Not
know
all.
if that's no.
Not all,
That's the
like
No, that's
Your
what
general
most
answer
women.
just now.
That's what
That's
most
what
women
they
think.
say.
Just on the normal stuff. That's what most
they
women
always,
think.
centralize everything on the fact that they are tired.
Yeah.
Is that true?
That cannot be true. I have a friend, okay, whenever the husband comes home late, I'm sorry to say, she insists that the husband should come and make love with her.
Hey.
Because she feels that for him to come back late, he actually went out to do something. Do you understand the idea? And do you know it's not true? My friend will actually tell me, you know what I'm doing. I said, I know, but she will not understand. So the funny part is when he's through doing the normal duty on her or with her, the woman will not realize that, okay, because to her she feels that after doing that thing outside, he will not be able to, do you understand?
Psychology.
Do it at home. But it's not true.
Maybe
But
she
wait,
must have
wait,
found-
she keeps
let's
doing
see,
that.
we are forgetting
Do you
something
understand?
That she
else. No,
must have
let
found-
me
It's not
no.
true.
I actually deduced something from what he just
Okay.
said now. Look at the stress we go through with the, you
Yes,
you understand
yes,
how they talk. That
Of course.
alone, you the woman, what stress
What
you go
stress do
through?
you go? You are a receiver.
Yes, we are the
You
sender.
just receive.
all
That's
those
the truth.
all those
Yes,
yes,
now.
harder that if we
No. That is
You
that
just
alone.
receive.
You go out,
Yes.
struggle,
Ah.
you sit at home.
You come and stress
You
again.
sit down and give them.
No.
I will say, and you are,
Think
no,
about
Hey.
it. Let's be real. Let's be
Do you
real.
know
Let's be
that,
realistic
do you know
here.
that
That's the
sex
truth.
is actually a means of relaxation?
Of course
Ow.
it is. It is.
No, it is so. It
It
is
is
so.
medically.
Yeah,
But no,
He's already
it's not
saying
in this
this how.
context.
He's
Okay.
already
What
saying
is
this how.
not in this context, so.
No, it's
No.
no, it's applicable.
Okay,
Both
okay.
whether in the contest or not in the contest.
Relaxation
Whether
for
we
both
digress
parties.
or we
For
don't
both
digress.
parties.
Yes.
You
for
have been
both
relaxing. Now
no,
you are relaxing
not
more.
relaxing. You must have screamed your lungs out in the entire day.
Okay.
You must have done one or two things trying to keep the home together. Then the man will still come. Even when you are tired, you are tired and weak. You still have to say, okay, fine. Let me just do it to pleasurize my husband. It's only a man that will say I'm tired. Once the man needs it, the man can tell the woman, please honey, I'm tired, not today. The woman understands. But when a man needs it, whether you are dead on arrival, whether you have aching, your back is aching your
Aching or
feet,
headache
or you
or
just
those
get
stuff.
bed or anything, he still expect you to open and do the do.
Yes, because that place does not have a dick.
Yes, that place
place
doesn't
does
go
not
through
have
stress
any-
now.
But
Yes,
you know,
nah.
but you know,
These are men
but you know,
of
brain
value.
to do this thing, it's psychological.
true
It's
now.
psychologic. So these women, we go through a lot, just like the men goes through a lot. Let's call a spade a spade.
So which one is
And
more
not a
tedious?
shovel.
That's why we are here.
Overwhelming. Which
Yes.
See, we cannot actually say this one is
No,
we
there
don't
needs to
overwhelming.
be a
We don't
stand.
admit
It's
first.
There need to be a stand.
If
Is
I'm
that
standing, I will stand for the women. Please let the women breathe. Don't
Oh, let the women breathe.
don't suffocate
nobody
us. You
suffocating you guys.
owe us that responsibility. Let us breathe.
How many women thinks about school fees when school is about to resume? How many
That
women?
thought alone can drain a man.
That's,
You know?
you know that kind of thought.
You people
How
are always
many?
talking about the financial. I'm not
Wait,
I'm not the one that wrote the Bible that said husband, your duty is to provide for the home.
Okay.
While wife, your own is to submit and take care of the home. You are taking care of the home should not be a full-time job. We are saying housewife duty now. A woman that is working somewhere, not actually doing the job of a housewife, like 24 hours at home.
Okay.
That's what we are actually deliberating on. 24 hours at home doing house duty. Do you know that you get tired for doing nothing? That is the worst part of it. I was sick and I could not go to work for day one. I managed to stay at home because I was very weak. The next morning I managed to stay at home the whole of that day. I will stand at my gate, I will look. That was the day I realized that 24 hours is very long. But when I'm in my office, I feel 24 hours now. It's time for me to go home now. It's the time is fast spent when you are doing something.
But the truth is that, let me say this, the truth is that you see, women's routine has a direction. You just know that you're going to possibly take care of this kid, just to make sure he eats possibly 3 square meal. When a man goes out, like where he's going to get the money, he does not know. He's just going out. And both psychologically, both strengths, both spiritually, the man is drained, and he's putting his life on the run just to make sure that he succeeds that particular day. Every day a man has to succeed to live. So that alone can drill him. That's why most men, they are very thin and women are very fat.
Okay, so add to your point, look at this.
It's not hormone.
To add to your point, a man was driving one day and he just forgot that he was driving. Okay, and the vehicle ran, just left the path, and there were people inside the vehicle. Do you understand? So when he parked, they don't say, "Sir, what's wrong with you?" He said, "You have no idea what I'm thinking about right now." So it discharged all the passengers and he went back home. You know why? Because of what he's thinking. And here is a woman who is at home, and you are trying to tell me that to tell Junior to sit down, to tell Junior to feed or to eat, to tell Junior to read, you are trying to tell me that that's more tasking compared to that of a man who goes out on a daily basis.
You're actually saying two different things right now, because you are telling me of the man going outside looking for money to provide for the family.
Yes.
We understand that it's very tough. Yes, we say it. That's why we women will pray for our men. God, let him succeed. We back it up with prayer for you.
Prayer.
Yes,
I wanted to even say that because
anytime you go out,
when a man complains to a woman, he goes, "Don't worry, God will provide. Calm down." God
will
because now one can go beat all of us.
No, God has actually provided all through the time, because if you want to do it with your physical strength without God by your side, without grace, it will take you forever.
Thank God we have a pastor.
Yes, we have a pastor.
So, pastor, is it that God provides for men every day, or men actually work for God's provision?
Listen, when God created Adam, the first thing God did was to give Adam a work. God told Adam, "This is the garden, dress it and keep it." That was work.
Yes.
So that means that you can't be a man and not visually be working or making provisions to make sure that something is at home. Do you understand? God does not bless an empty thing. God blesses what is in your hand. That's what you are doing.
Yes.
So if you have a man that just stays at home, okay, that is not doing anything, for example, nothing will come out.
And wife is telling him God will provide.
I will bless the work of your hands.
And that's why men, they do everything. My wife was telling me a few days ago that he so much I appreciate my wife because of the kind of job they do. However, she was trying to paint a picture to me that the kind of risk that men takes, that because of something I just did. Do you understand? She told me she cannot take that kind of risk. And she knew that I'm taking that risk because of my family. Do you understand the idea? Men go to that extent.
Of course.
Okay, that's why you see a young guy, okay, probably is married, okay, the marriage is still young, okay, the guy, maybe the environment is not friendly, okay, maybe the country is not friendly, he wants to seek for a greener pasture. Do you understand the idea?
Yeah.
He will just, instead of going through the air, there's no money to go through the air, the guy will go through the land.
Yeah.
What is he looking for?
Greener pasture.
The reason why he's doing that is because of the home, of the family. Yeah. Do you understand?
I
so
get the point.
all these things, men they go to the extra mile just to make sure that the family is sustained and made happy. So you can't tell me that if me, I travel abroad through the land, cross that Dead Sea, and then I'll get there, sending money for you that is at home. So you expect me to be applauding you that is at home, sitting down at home. Do you know what I do?
That your work is even more better than my own.
No, that's why the home will not settle. The home will never settle. When you do something, you just said your wife applauded you.
Yeah.
We women, we owe you that responsibility to always appreciate you. Oni, thank you very much for taking
So you're
care
already
of the
admitting
family.
now.
Yeah, small.
Thank you very much for taking care of the family. God bless you. Yes, and you too as a man, my wife, thank you very much. I know it's not easy to keep these children together.
Of course.
So that's why I said it goes pari passu. If you don't appreciate me, I will not appreciate you.
Really?
If you don't see what I do, me too, I will not see what you're doing. Yes. I'll close my eyes towards it, and I'll tell you, it's not your duty for you to provide for the family. But you showing appreciation, your wife appreciates you today for doing this, and she does something and be like, my dear, thank you very much. God bless you too. She will be happy, you too will be happy, there will be peace in the house. I have a friend who went out. She's always with the kids, two sons.
Okay.
She's always with the kids, taking care of the kids. Then the husband, she went out one day. I was like, she's tired. She and these children every blessed day. She just told the man that she was going somewhere. She came to sit in my office and left the man with the children at home. The man called more than 40 times. Hello, I go to wait for our neighbor place. I don't tire. Sit down here. You do this. Even while making the call, I told my friend, I said, sit down. May deal with them for today. After dealing with them for today, he will appreciate your efforts. You show us that you appreciate our efforts, and
but
we too will see your efforts.
Do you really think that step that was taken by your friend
was
it's actually a proper way of trying to communicate to the husband that taking care of these children has been overwhelming, and I wish you could sit with the children, and there are ways to communicate love, but that action alone, let's find out that he gets to find out that this is what she did. You know what that could cause in that
yes,
in that home, when the man was calling, he told them, he said, bring them to my office. The man came and said, so you came to say, I just want to tell you to stay with these kids for today. The man, it was in my parents' mouth that only you they try. These people, I want that today. I beg, God. Even that day, that man bought them ice cream to go. He said, my wife, don't worry, I'll buy you ice cream. What do you want today? So this children gives you this kind of headache every blessed day. And because he spent little time with them, you came in around 9 o'clock, or probably those children, they're already tired. No more energy to run over the place. And you just like, sit down before you know the child sleeps, and you think that's the normal routine of the child. But since morning, the whole day, Daddy, give me Capri Sun. Do this one for me. Daddy, I want to wee-wee. Daddy, oh, my leg. Daddy, oh, this one. The man got tired for just, let me just, 14 hours of the day that the woman ran away from the house to come and sit down somewhere and relax her head. I think the man appreciated that very day. He saw it in a different angle. It became something, the picture was not clear. No longer, my wife used to say they used to disturb. I beg you. It's not the children that, just like what you said, I enjoy it. You enjoy it because you don't stay full time. If you do full time with those children, you go met to a lie.
Okay. I think, let me say this now. Over time, we've had cases of women always seeing their responsibilities as overwhelming.
Yeah.
Now, the Bible talks about something in the book of, I think,
some Proverbs. Always using Bible today.
Proverbs 31.
Don't call God.
We want to be a pastor.
Make God no people.
No. This topic, this topic is a topic that really, requires us to make references.
Yes,
do you understand? So that the women will know what the Bible says.
Of course.
Do you understand me? As regards, their responsibility. So they won't see it as it's more taxing or overwhelming than that of the man.
What about people that don't believe in the Bible?
You said?
People that don't believe in the Bible.
They have to believe in it. They don't get you. So like in the book of Proverbs,
I'm not joining you for that
one. There's freedom of worship.
Let the women breathe.
Don't suffocate us.
Okay. All right. So in the book of Proverbs, I think 31:10 talks about the wife with a noble character.
Of course.
Whereby the Bible talks about the woman watching over her household.
Of course. That's a virtuous woman.
Yeah, the virtuous woman.
Yeah.
And does not eat out of the bread of the bread of idleness, and does not eat from the bread of idleness. So when the Bible made this statement, the Bible did not say that women, you are not to take care of the children. The Bible did not say the men should go to work and still take care of the children.
Yeah.
And the Bible did not say women is your sole responsibility of taking care of the children.
See, said, domestically, let them make reference to the olden days, our grandfathers and our grandmothers. When the men were going to the farm, the women were in the house, making sure they cook,
everything's
they take care of the children, and what have you. So are you telling me now that, now, you know, they've modernized everything now. They've modernized everything now. So it is your sole responsibility of watching over the household. Yeah. The Bible made it clear.
It's a normal thing.
The man provides.
Yes.
He's the overseer.
That's his job.
The general overseer. Why you watches?
Archbishop.
Do you understand me? Right from taking care of the children, breastfeeding, making sure they take their bath. Maybe when the man is not about their assignment and what have you. But when there are instances when the man, if the man is at home, might say, okay, let me assist.
Yeah.
But that's your responsibility. You can't run away from it.
At all.
And don't expect the man to take up your responsibilities. No. It's up to him to decide.
Yeah.
That, oh, my wife.
Let me help you out in this area.
You should know that. And that is what the Bible has stated.
Of course.
If you have anything contrary, I'm listening.
Me, just the way you are bringing Bible now to set me up. Heavenly race, I did there before you, my brother. So me, I will not use Bible.
Okay.
I will not quote Bible.
You shrine?
No, I'll not do shrine, self. I will not even do shrine. Bensi.
Yes.
You see this thing that you are saying, Women, have you ever seen a breastfeeding mother?
Yes. I see them around.
You see them around. Have you ever stayed with one?
I think I've experienced a mother breastfeeding.
Okay. Do you know what it means for you to breastfeed a child overnight till dawn?
That is biological responsibility.
Yes.
The man cannot take that responsibility.
Yes.
So no. Listen, there are some responsibilities that you know this is what you're expected to do. You don't need to be told.
That's why I don't blame those people that will tell you that I don't want to have a child. Because if you breastfeed overnight,
but the Bible still talks about you multiplying. So if you are not, if you are married and you said you don't want to give birth,
stop bringing Bible. Stop bringing Bible. You want to do setup. I like Pastor Godstime to do that. Pastor Godstime, you have a wife. When she breastfeeds and she wakes up in the morning, how does she look like?
Okay, I have to be very frank with you. Okay. I know my wife used to tell me, there are times I'm sleeping, my baby is awake, and she has to breastfeed the guy, and before he goes back to bed. Do you understand? But God had already wired the woman. There is milk.
He has provided everything. So now you come to me and tell me that breastfeeding is so make I come out tomorrow, make
I used to tell my son,
no.
I'll say if I have a breast that is leaking or rushing,
if you breastfeed your son, you go collapse. If you breastfeed your son, you go collapse.
Why do you feel
you expect a woman to do that overnight while you are sleeping? Do you know that night sleep, if you miss it, you can't get it again. Even the daytime that you be feeling
it's not really overnight thing as you are saying it too.
No, there are children
differ.
So there are children that when they saw, they will look for you and put their hands somewhere.
We also have men that do night shifts.
They
miss their sleep.
Women do next.
So yes, you are giving an instance of a woman or a mother breastfeeding overnight.
Yes.
So your husband goes to work over, he misses his sleep too.
The woman too is missing her sleep too for breastfeeding too.
It comes
in the morning you expect her to wake up, clean the house, do everything, do it like a robot, a machine. She does it at her own pace. You see these women doing this housewife duty. Look at them; they get old and get achy on time.
That's why we celebrate them 100 times in a year.
Of course.
That's a compensation.
We said people doing housewife duty to get old. I don't believe that one.
No. Yes, you get.
I don't believe that
see,
one.
I said it earlier that you get tired for doing nothing. That's the worst. That's the worst fatigue that can hit you.
The only thing I know about that, I know they used to add. Because they're having enough rest.
Okay, exactly.
But not old.
Do you know that stress?
They used to live long.
Stress makes you eat.
Okay.
There are some persons that when they are stressed, they tend to eat.
It's more.
Yes, they just be eating more. Before you know, you go out of shape. And once you go out of shape, that's this is not the woman I married. Do you want me to stay at home and be taking care of the house?
I think that's for women though, but for men, when a man is stressed, so if
Yes.
if he's doing job and he's very sometimes they forget to eat.
Of course.
They forget to eat.
But we women, once we some of us find peace with food. Like me, when I'm stressed, I go to my food and I enjoy my food.
Yes.
While the man is in the field.
I can eat 50 times a day.
Oh.
See,
my God.
Let me tell you this, why the man is in the field. I will urge all women from this. Let them find something doing. It's not easy to stay at home all day. Me, I will not subscribe for a man to tell me, stay at home, let me be doing the working.
Even if you have something doing, you must take up your responsibility.
Of course, you will do those things. And that is no longer
so when you're
housewife.
no.
It is not domestic chores. You keep your house clean. You cannot even dwell in a very dirty environment. You definitely want to keep your house very clean. So I won't subscribe to being a housewife. I won't. Because you make me age on time. You make me idle. The idle man is the devil's workshop.
That's why matter of age. The person that get aged on time is even the men, not even the women. The person that is always stressed gets aged. Women is always relaxing.
Now because also na not the one share things.
That's why it's always good for you to marry.
Una not the one share things. Na to put things for head. You both don't want to share.
You
we share something for.
It's not everything.
Can you solve it? Can you solve it?
It's not everything.
The problem that a man carry cannot solve it.
My pastor was saying the other day. He said, but in the other day, he said, if that women they come and they tell you things, then they can even scratch around the surface for like 50 times before they will not finally that thing I wanted to tell you that day. Okay, don't worry, they will still go again and still go until they find that perfect time.
Okay.
So air it out, and once they air it out, you feel that sense of relief. When I'm having issues, I tell it to my partner, babe, see this thing. The moment I say it, whether he can help, he cannot help, but I've said it, I feel a burden lifted away from my shoulder. So that's how most women operate. We women were wired that angle.
Men don't get to share things with you because
your
people
own
don't
wife,
have.
you will not share.
You don't have. Most times you don't have solution to the problem.
Not about solution.
What
I
about
just told you the man may not have solution for me, but just saying it out. That's
sometimes even saying it out to the woman can even worsen the case.
Okay.
That emotional support. Babe, don't worry, it's going to be okay. Baby, why don't you do it like this, do it like this, and do it
Wait.
like that?
Sometimes it's not emotional support that we need.
Family here, husband and wife, you are still hiding something. Now why not the last long now?
It's not hiding. It's not hiding.
No,
maybe they are trying to
you are
protect.
keeping things.
Maybe they don't want to extend the talk, and maybe they are trying to just protect. They don't want you to get worried. The men know. Because now imagine a man that goes to work and possibly gets issue with the customer. Customer say I go arrest you tomorrow. The man come as yours. Like, how do I solve it? If I come tell you want to give me emotional support, I'm looking for a way to do that job. I don't need emotional support that moment.
Yeah. See, when you are saying that, you both tend to relegate women. Like, okay, enough you do it here, enough you do anything. Now see finish with that one.
You don't get what I go fit do for that case. The only thing you can give is emotional support. That's what I'm saying.
Emotional support, and those of us that are working
and you say God will
money and say take. And we women, we borrow you money and you pay 10 times. Yes.
Money that you collect.
If you go to the bank to collect money, if you go to the bank to collect
money, God,
you will pay loan, abi. That's why we collect it 10 times.
You collect it 10 times.
10 times. We can decide
so what's not the need?
Let's collect it. But
that's
the time
that when you give a man
collecting
money, they don't get to collect
we know,
it.
by the time we are collecting it, we know okay, there's money with this man, and that money that you borrowed that
it's trap that you are
setting. 5,000 naira.
Trap.
Then another day get that 5,000. I know they pay that 5k finish. Okay, today write am for paper. I have paid the 5k. So it's you should learn to share your burdens. Share your burdens. That's why Bible said a man shall and his wife shall cleave together. Don't enter your Bible quotes now. You don't carry me enter scriptures. They shall become one flesh. So one flesh in the sense that if they worry you, they do me.
There are some issues. Now we are trying to deviate away from. But we are still talking.
No, we are not.
But there are some issues there. Imagine, maybe I'm having. Okay, you have a friend, and I'm having possibly dealing with that friend. I know if I have to share that issue with you, we'll go fight with that person. So do you think I can still share it with you when I know that you will escalate the issue even more?
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
That
you women
one
are
now.
always fond of that. There are some
You
issues.
just said
There are some issues that when a man gets to discuss it with you, instead of that issue to go down, it will go up.
Yeah.
Escalated.
I know there are some issues that we women tend to handle. We tend to take permanent decision for a temporary situation. So what you're supposed to do in that scenario, fine. If you choose not to tell us, it's fine, but we're talking about something that bothers you, something that stresses you mentally. I want to put food for table, my business is not going well. I can decide to say, oh, okay, my dad is this, let me meet my dad for help.
Hollywood,
It works. Let me meet my dad for help. Okay, I have somebody who is into this thing. Let me meet that person for help.
Yeah.
Then why we women we choose not to go the extra mile again for men. Now when you don better, you go come realize say my nyash no big. I no get figure 8. You come dey dream, you dey see nyash everywhere. That's why we women will just be like, abeg this man, you come be like say you come cheat on me tomorrow. Let's not even pray for him for them to sack him, but let him be where he is. If you two make an excess, na that time you go realize say he wan organize orgy party. He wan begin sponsor girls go different place. So that's why we women will tend to like, okay, abeg. But if I am married to somebody, I should know that, okay, this man, yes, so you know that this man, there are things I can do for him. Why this man, there are certain things I cannot leap beyond this space for this man.
Okay, this is with men. What we tell women to stay at home, we're not actually telling them to suffer. For the concept that we have is we are actually keeping them safe.
Of course.
We're actually keeping them safe. You see people that are now putting it that
us.
It's work. That one is killing. I don't know, because but the truth is that we cannot send you outside to the field, because we know that is even more risky.
It is.
Bible say a woman is a man's helpmeet. Any man
not
who is always
in
telling
the battlefield.
not to go and hustle, not to, the man is a bad person.
Okay, now let's look at it this way. Apart from, carrying a pregnancy for 9 months, giving birth to the child, feeding, breastfeeding, washing, cooking, sweeping, and keeping the house clean, what other things do you think is overwhelming for the woman that makes women think that the housewife duties is overwhelming?
Okay, you just said pregnancy, 9 months, taking care of the child.
Yes.
You are listing it. Have you ever seen a child that does not eat?
Feeding too is part of it.
Have you ever seen a child that does not eat? That you have to put the child in between your tails.
I've listed everything.
To pour food.
So
There are children. My friend told me, said my child does not eat. What do I do? She said I will put food for her. 2 hours later, we are still battling to eat that particular food, that meal.
Okay.
The child has even emaciated. Before you now try to struggle feed
How are you
that
struggling?
child.
Where's the struggling?
I wanted to even ask.
Don't worry, by the time you get married.
No, I need clarification. I need clarification on that. What's struggling?
Is that a prophecy?
One
of your time will not
No, one of them will not eat, so that you
No.
understand. Do you know that my pastor's child, she does not. She's 7 years old. She does not eat.
No, there are children like that. Anyway.
She does not eat. She's as thin as this tripod stand. She does not eat. That the fact my pastor will still come back from church.
Listen.
Wash his hand and say,
Sophia,
open your
I think
mouth.
That aspect of the child not eating should be a thing of, a concern for the husband and the wife.
Yes.
So you can't tell me not only the wife they put that in.
I think not even the man themselves, not even they carry that headache.
Yes, now they carry that.
Because of them.
Let's take that.
As at that time, the man was like, you don't feed this child. So she said, no, I have a 9-month-old that cries every 2 seconds. You even know the child in church.
Okay.
Exploit. He cries every 2 seconds. You will not allow. Bessie will call, let me carry you, no. Let me carry you, no. The siblings will call, let me carry you, no. Only the mother, 24 hours of the day. So the extent my pastor made a comment.
It could be.
He said you are trying. No, they said it was after the child fell ill, then recovered, and develop that attitude towards everybody, not even me. Don't touch him. My pastor made a comment. He was like, dear, you are trying. I was there on Saturday and he said this. I was like, okay.
To me,
Then
I feel
this other child does not eat.
Miss Sophia,
don't worry, bring the food, let me feed you. He had to help the mother as at that time to feed the daughter.
That's
because
normal.
Yes.
That's
so
normal.
that what Bessie is not saying that apart from that one, apart from this, Bessie, if you take care of one pikin, you go drain, especially the one who be saying
listen,
beg God for. when you beg God for, you go drain. Life.
The thing is,
Bessie,
the thing is,
one no go eat. It's a promise.
A promise or a prophecy?
A prophecy and a
promise. Okay.
They will chop. But the thing is, why I listed all those why I listed all those things is for you to be able to tell us, because me, I don't see any other thing
outside those listed stuff. You get
and now you are complaining. Now you said something that you won't advise ladies. Now it's a good thing if a lady or a lady that has a career wants to pursue her career.
Of course.
You understand me? And still manage it with the domestic work or the housewife.
We have
now you are
like
complaining.
No, domestic work, not housewife now.
Okay,
yes.
Whichever way. Now we're talking about domestic work. It's the same thing as having a housewife now.
Yes, now.
So it's still the same thing. Now,
yes, now.
You are complaining that housewife duty, duty is overwhelming. Then you now want to, add maybe your career, or you want to work in addition to it.
So that means join the B.
No, that means you are telling us that yes, there's nothing in the house, being a housewife or taking up a domestic responsibility as a wife.
Okay, I get the point you're coming from.
You understand what I'm saying now? Because you are saying that you don't want to be idle, you want to work aside being a housewife and all. That means you are telling us that there is no big deal.
Yeah.
In the work you do at home.
It's not as tedious as
as
you claim it to be.
Yes.
Maybe she is.
I need her to justify. No, I need her to justify that.
Let me justify that part.
Yes, please.
I already told you. I said you get more tired from staying at home. That
is a blunt fallacy. Big
no,
one.
It's not.
It's a big
fatigue
one.
that comes with doing nothing is worse than the fatigue of. Before I run 24 hours, I made an example of myself. Before I run 24 hours, the day is over. I'll go home, do the same thing. Tomorrow I'm back on the field again.
It's like a monotonous stuff.
Yes, it keeps me rolling. It keeps me riding.
No, we are not getting.
But you telling this person to stay at home.
We are not getting this thing.
Now, listen. Point.
Now you are saying sitting at home has a psychological effect.
Of course.
So until the woman goes out.
Before I go out, I will drive. Bus driver, you the grace, come up for here, go this way. See, it has a way of modeling you, of shaping you.
Being a housewife, you go to the market.
Of course.
You go to the market
every day.
Probably let's say twice in a week. You take the children out every day.
Of course.
To school, drop them and come back home.
Good. When you come back home, you engage in an activity. So where is the work? Is that not the work? So
Bessie.
Now,
Okay.
you're not getting this thing very well.
Getting it.
Now you are saying sitting at home has a psychological effect.
Of course.
But yet, sitting at home, you are not sitting being idle. Probably when you come back after dropping them, you wash their clothes.
Yeah, you're doing one or two things.
You cook. You go to the market.
So
you go
out busy.
every day. You are busy.
You're not just idle.
So now, what are you telling me now?
Understand?
Because now, what you're trying to tell me now is when you add up your career to it, that means it's fine. That means there's no big deal being a housewife. That's why there is still time for you to. Yes, now that's what you're trying to tell us.
She's already envisaging her help.
Let me tell you.
From the pictures.
Wait, no. Let me tell you how to multitask.
Now you want to give your responsibility to house.
Let me tell you.
Herself.
No, let me tell you. If you can afford it.
Bible talks say make una carry house.
If you can afford somebody that will help you with chores, God bless you and good for you. But if you cannot, I keep telling you that if I want to multitask in that angle, in the morning, I know I'll go to work. So I wake up the kids. Although I'm not married, just in my brain, I'm living my life already in my head.
The plan.
Yes, the plan. In the morning, I wake up the kids. I'm doing the bathing. Once I bathe one, meet your daddy to dress you. We are all doing the same thing at the same time. Meet your daddy to dress you. Bathe first, second, third. they are getting dressed, enter the kitchen, prepare breakfast and lunch inside the lunch box, then we all leave the house together. Then when it's closing time 3:30, I can extend their lecture, depends on my close hour. 3:30 I pick you up, then we come to the house together. While doing all of that, before you know it, it's already night time.
Exposing your children.
Not exposing. You're actually gaining more knowledge.
Okay.
I pick you guys up, we go home. Junior, bring your lunch box, bring this one. Okay, you can you wash it, or learn how to wash it. You can see mothers, they do that these days. Yeah. Let me give you, take this too and be washing from the sink. You will climb, even if you are too short, your hand cannot get there. You do that one, me I'm ironing uniform, doing 1 or 2, sorting out dinner. Before you know,
this is a scenario,
we do assignments and it's
Sophia,
night time.
Sophia,
tomorrow we are back again on the
Sophia,
before you do that 18 years don't complete, my brother.
Sophia, this is a scenario whereby you have children who are in their maybe 7 years.
Yes, exactly.
You are not justifying this point for me the way I expect you to.
Then you are talking about
what about you have a child, maybe you have 2 years old, 3 years
Okay.
old, you go send out 2 years old or 3 years old, make you go wash plate, abi make you go
no 2 years old, 3 years old. In that scenario, as we're back from I'm back from work, they are back from school, watch cartoon while I do my stuff. Watch cartoon, watch educative programs while I do my stuff. That's how me I feel I can multitask at that particular time. But keeping somebody at home, I'm not doing any other thing. Me going to work, I miss up with my friends.
You have a job.
Going to work, I miss up with people at work. I see all manner of drama at work.
Listen.
I mean,
In a situation whereby you have a
it's
work
almost done.
that requires you to stay till maybe 6 p.m.
Okay.
How do you manage that?
I have a job that requires me to stay till 6 p.m.
or 7 p.m.
Like a banking job.
Any job, if I'm to work in the bank, before marrying somebody, we will work it out.
As soon as they talk.
No, see, maybe the problem now why the house no dey get head.
Oh my God.
Now why the house no dey get head. Everybody just say I wan marry you, I wan marry you, I wan marry you.
Let me tell you something.
Compatibility matters a lot.
Sophia, see, while I was in Abuja.
Okay.
Sorry to even mention. I had a friend, okay, who was married to a banker. Okay. Do you know that my friend practically became the housewife? Now I have to be frank with you. He does the cleaning, he does the cooking. I stayed there for quite some time. I stayed there for like for the first 3 months. The wife only cooked twice. Think about it. So, you know, it's not just it's easier said than done. Do you get? And I feel the reason why it was like that anyway was because the woman became the man in terms of responsibility. Do you understand? And the man just switched over.
And the man was not complaining.
He
was not complaining. Yes, so women will complain.
So in a situation whereby you have somebody you want to get married to, you're a banker.
Yes.
And your closing time is 6, 7. Can me and this person do this thing without quarrel? That's the first thing. Not be say engagements, can't cook, can't chop. Everybody will eat and go home. It's me and you that want to stay in that household. Can we work this out? Okay, babe, when we get married, how you want to go work? When children don't they come, how you want to do the children? Okay, I close by 4. When I close, I'll pick up the kids by 4. Then you come home. It's already an agreement. So when the man closes by 4, he will go and pick up the kids. Then come home. You on your own, you're already communicating. Hello, honey, have you gone to pick up the kids?
Kids are 4, 5, 6 years old.
Yes.
Not 2 years below.
Yes, 2 years below. We have crèche that they keep 2 years below.
Okay.
Nurses that they do morning duty, afternoon duty, and night duty. My friend who is a nurse, when she's going for morning duty, she's a nursing mother. When she's going for morning duty, the hospital where she works, there's actually a crèche there. She drops her baby there. She closes by 2. She picks up her baby, and within that period of 8 to 2, there is a break time for her to go and breastfeed her baby. Okay. And there's also food for her. So afternoon duty too, when she's coming 2 to 6, she goes home. She goes with the child to work by 2, drop the child at the crèche, then 6 o'clock picks up the child and they go home together. Then night duty, no crèche opens by night. The child stays with the father at night till morning, till the mother comes. Sometimes when he's going to work, he will drop the child with the mother at work because she closes by 8 a.m. in the morning. Then they come home together. It is, see, this thing na agreement, but stubborn head no dey let us see am. I be man, everybody wan show shoulder. I be woman, I be woman. Agreement coming
so
together.
From your point of view, the job of a man and the job of the woman, there's actually none of them is more tasking.
None of them is more tasking.
Or the man's job is more tasking.
None of them is more tasking.
No go ever agree.
I no go agree this one. None of them is more
anyway,
tasking.
Let's think of any of this show.
Okay.
I know, yeah.
We can argue till forever.
I'm telling you.
We are just want to sorry for you. That's why I want to.
Me, I can argue till forever.
We want to sorry for you. If
I
not,
can argue till
we will
forever.
suffocate you here.
This man here, y'all will not eat.
Oh boy.
You will put junior in between your tongue. Say open your mouth.
Marry food in his mouth.
Sit down, oya open. Oya
He
eat.
will pin his nose.
Yes. Have you ever seen that struggle feeding?
Wait, am I the only one attacking you? Like,
No.
I want
You
to be the one
say
attacking.
they know they do like this. They can't. They cook. Do this one. Do that one. Do
No,
that.
I'm not.
Don't worry, y'all will
the only
not
one
eat. Y'all will
attacking.
not eat, sha.
Okay, guys.
Yeah, will not eat. Two will
Nice.
not
I
eat.
know you enjoyed the conversation. Please tell us what you think about this gist on the comment section, and don't forget to share, like, and subscribe to this channel. Guys, till we see you again. It's going to be more interesting.